Hooked on the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida. One of the most incredible sights you can see in the ocean. Right below me here are at least 50 Goliath grouper, all doing this slow kind of circle around each other. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And occasionally you'll see one of the bigger ones kind of lilt to its side, and you'll see it a nice side view. But I'm in 60 feet of water right now, and these fish look big from 60 feet of water, 60 foot above. You can imagine the size of these Goliaths right down here at the bottom. Phenomenal stuff. Woo!
Now, let's play tug of war.
There he comes up. Woo! Look at that. Pretty fish.
We got a big one, boys!
I don't think it gets any better than this.
I just cannot believe how many fish there are here.
This is why you come here. This is why we do what we do. Off of Palm Beach, bro. This is the kind of Jurassic Park stuff that lives out here. Woo! We did it, fella.
Nice one.
It blows me away, the fishing opportunities that we have in and around Palm Beach County.
Some of the best game fishing that you can have in the entire world.
We're on a different mission today, and our mission is Goliath grouper. We've got hand lines, and we're trying to catch bait. Not just any bait, big bait, because we're after really, really big fish. And it all happens right now.
We're going to do a whale.
This Bonita's giving him a workout over here. It's my son, Joseph.
Did you have the absolute California monster bonita?
Come on, buddy. Show him his boss.
Good thing is, this is exactly what we're after right now. We wanted to catch some big bonitas for bait, and we've got one on the line.
Loads of Bonita swimming right below us here.
Most people would call this offshore fishing. We call it bait fishing.
Ah, nice one.
Perfect. We're filling the box with Goliath grouper bait. That is the absolute all-time best bait you could ever hook. Clearly the fish are biting.
Big old bonita.
That's perfect.
That is Goliath grouper candy. Reel down to him.
We're looking good, y'all. We have a fish out here called a Goliath grouper. It's a monster grouper. They can reach 600-700 pounds, and they have a mouth about this big, and they love huge bait. So we're out here catching bonita. You know, little tunnies are what they actually are. And whether you're blue marlin fishing or Goliath grouper fishing, big fish love them.
And that, my friends, is bait fish.
In just a little while, we're gonna be sweating bullets hanging onto the other end of a Goliath grouper.
It blows me away, the fishing opportunities that we have in and around Palm Beach County.
Hold on to your rod. Hooked on the Palm Beaches will be right back. Hooked on the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida. And by Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler company. And by Pelagic high-performance offshore gear. Well, it's late morning. We've just arrived at the wreck site here. We've been in the water. We've looked at these crazy Goliath grouper. And I have just been worked to town like I've never been worked in my entire life. Massive grouper, trying to get it in with this conventional rod and reel. No chance. We're now going to change tactics. What are we going to do, Rob?
I'm gonna try to hand line them. You know, these fish are big. There's a lot of structure that they can get around. And I'm just gonna try to put down a hand line, 500-pound mono to 480-pound cable, and see if we can't pull them up mono-y-mono. Pow! Do you think I can do it or not?
Dude, judging by what I just went through, if you can handline one of those buses up here, bro, I will buy you a crate of beer.
I don't drink beer.
Whatever you want. I've watched this guy free dive quite a bit, and I can tell you there's very few people that can hold their breath as long as Rob Arrington.
This is insane!
We can see them from the boat.
There's a school of 35 on one rock. There's one rock here, there's 35 Goliaths sitting on it.
Oh yeah, we can see them.
I've never seen so many Goliaths in one spot.
What I want to do, I'm looking to see where the fish are set up. Are the fish set up on the outside of the wreck, inside, out front, towards the back? And whenever I lay eyes on them and figure out where they're at, then we can properly anchor the boat up, and hopefully we can catch a few. Years from now, today will be one of those crazy days that we always remember. I'm literally dropping in on the backs of so many Goliaths, totally quiet, and it's just, they look at you and big ones are coming over, and then all of a sudden, boom, they start making this drumming noise. It's eerily crazy, awesome, beautiful, and amazing, all like in one word. So I don't know what hashtag that would be, but it'd be pretty big hashtag. The mission today, we're out here waiting on a research vessel right now because we're gonna catch Goliath groupers. I was just in the water free diving down, and I've never seen so many in my entire life. I will promise you there's over 100 adult massive Goliath groupers on this little wreck right now, and we're about to have the most epic tug of war you've ever seen between a man and a fish. Let's get it on. We got us a nice size 5-pound bonita, 20-aught circle hook, some 480-pound cable, 2 500-pound test monofilament. Now the tide is going from the south to the north, and so I'm going to put my bait in the water up off the front of the boat and give it time to start drifting down. There's about 100 Goliath grouper right behind the boat here. Oh, he just ate it again. Got him. Come here, boy.
So there's a very specific technique that's used when wiring in big fish, handlining them like this. And Robert knows this down to the T. He actually does something called a triple wrap, which is actually very, very dangerous, but he knows how to do it so well. He grips it really, really tight, and then he's winding that way out so that he can always just let go of that line if it cinches tight. And you'll also notice he's always aware of where his feet are placed on the boat. So he's going to be firmly planted there, but you don't want a wrap of that line going around your foot or any part of your body because you're going straight in the water. This is quite an incredible thing to watch from the couch, but don't try this on your own.
Here it comes.
There he is, right here.
Nice one.
Whoa. First Goliath grouper coming to the boat. Wow. Look at that, y'all. By hand.
Wow. Thing's a monster, dude.
Look at that. Okay, so he's hooked right up through the top of the jaw. Now our research boat is gonna come in and get this fish and pull him up onto the side of their boat.
What we're about to witness this morning is something that very few people, even really experienced fishermen, can get to practice on the oceans today, because we're going to actually get a Goliath grouper onto the boat and be able to touch it, do research on it. We're going to be very privileged today to witness this incredible phenomenon.
Bring her up.
Hurry, hurry, pull, pull, pull.
They've brought this fish onto the boat now. They're doing a really important research on them. They've just brought it on board. It's on like an operating table right now. These dual water spouts going to either side of the gills, keep those gills refreshed and oxygenated the entire time. And now they're starting to put tags in the fish as well. We've got a pit tag, which is almost like a tag that you'd put in a dog or a cat, and that is being injected into the flesh of the fish. And then they're also taking one of the spines out from the fins, and that they're going to do really important sampling on to find out mercury levels. There'll be some really good DNA stuff that they can gather from that. Really important research. And lastly, what we do is we actually put a visual tag on the fish as well. So that visual tag is right now being clipped onto the fin of the fish, and she's almost ready to go.
He's gonna blast off.
Here we go.
All right,
That was super cool. Good deal.
all right.
On this week's hotspot, we're going up to the north end of the Palm Beaches and we're visiting the wild and scenic Loxahatchee River. Right there in northern Palm Beach County is Riverbend Park. Free to get in. You can access the wild and scenic portion of the Loxahatchee River by renting a canoe or kayak in the park. And you can also fish all of the different canals and tributaries that are in the park. Huge snook living up in this area. Tarpon, largemouth bass, because this is a freshwater part of the river. So a lot of cool opportunities to catch some of those estuary species as well as the freshwater species. And if you don't catch anything, if you head on the wild and scenic Loxahatchee River, you're gonna have the experience of a lifetime.
Hooked on the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida. And by Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler company. And by Pelagic high-performance offshore gear.
We're locked, cocked, ready to rock. Goliath, here we come. This is a big one, dude. Dude, this thing is pulling, man. He made a big pull right in the beginning. I don't think he's quite as big as the other one. Here we go, guys. We're gonna do the transfer on fish number 2.
You ready?
Hurry, hurry. Pull. Got it.
1, 2, 3, go!
The hand lining that Robert is doing is very acceptable legally. You can catch and release Goliath groupers. You're not supposed to bring them in the boat. We have special permits for scientific research that enables us to bring them in the boat, to vent them, to properly irrigate their gills, to take samples, to measure them, and return them safely to the water. 122 centimeters berth.
842 7C14.
Tag number 6782. The more I've been able to understand and learn about these fish, I appreciate how special they are. They are a true asset for Palm Beach County and for the state of Florida. There's scientific evidence that they enhance the biodiversity of the reef. If you think back in the 60s, there were thousands and thousands of them around here, and we had tremendous fishing opportunities here. They are not devouring the fish that we love to fish for. They are actually accretive and beneficial to these reefs. We have to be very careful about management of these species, and when a take does occur, it needs to be done properly so that we don't reverse the improvements and the recovery that has already happened for these amazing fish.
Lake Okeechobee, also known as Florida's Inland Sea, is the largest freshwater lake in Florida. This iconic largemouth bass fishery spans more than 700 square miles of water, teeming with the world's most popular freshwater bass fishing. Hire a professional guide or use your own boat and make a day of it. Live bait or artificial lures are sure to attract countless bites on the Big O.
Hey man, you think we're gonna catch one here? There's a very good chance.
There we go. Now we're gonna watch him sweat.
Get him coming?
Oh yeah. There we go. Woo! All right.
Okay, we're definitely tight now.
Oh yeah.
He
Look at
knows.
that.
He knows. He's got a hook in his mouth now.
Oh.
That's that big pull. Dude,
Watch your foot.
Holy crap.
y'all have no idea how hard he's pulling.
It is giving him the go around. Woo hoo hoo. We can see some color down there. That thing's as big as a bus. That's the size of a bus, dude. Look at that thing. Good job, bud. Good job. Oh man, that's a workout. If ever you needed a workout, this is it, right? Your arms must be finished. This is the third fish that Robert's brought in today. All for research purposes, and his arms must be beat. And this is a bus of a fish.
Look at the others.
Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this fish. Holy smokes. Woo! Yes, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That fish pulled as hard as I've ever been pulled on in my whole life. I cannot believe this.
How was that? Most radical thing ever, huh? Woo! Tell you something, better him than me. That looked like some serious hard work. Well, now we're gonna get this baby on the boat, do some really important research work on her, and find out how important this conservation work is for this flagstone species of South Florida. Well, Robert's caught his third fish of the day, and this one is a monster. It's going to be 300 pounds plus. They've just brought it up, winched it up onto the boat. It is a serious Goliath. These fish I like to think of as the elephants of the sea.
He was just telling me that this fish is over 200 centimeters. He's 216 centimeters long, which classifies him as a gargantuan. And this is one of the largest Goliath grouper ever caught for research purposes. What an honor, what an amazing fish.
This is a particularly large Goliath grouper. Most Goliath grouper you're going to catch are, between 150 and 250 pounds. This one, an absolute monster. It's going to be 300 pounds plus, but it's not unheard of for these fish to literally get to the size of a small car and weigh up to 800 pounds. What a monster of the sea, the Goliath grouper.
Very important to keep his gills aerated. That's how he gets oxygen. Keep his eyes covered and his gills oxygenated. They're applying the tags to the back right now. I've never got to do this before. Right in there.
Pull it out.
Gone.
Working with Robert was really great because he captured one of the largest Goliath groupers around this area in recent years. In fact, the 216 centimeter length matched exactly the largest Goliath grouper that Dr. Lou Bullock caught back in the 1980s.
That fin ray with the meat, it's gonna offer amazing information through DNA research. I mean, we have an incredible number of Goliaths here and on the west coast of Florida, and that's all due to the amazing conservation efforts of conservationists all over this land.
One of the most amazing things about this fish is how slowly it grows in terms of length, but how quickly it grows in terms of girth. Because this fish is only 216 centimeters long. It's just over 2 meters. The smaller fish we caught today was 196 centimeters long. So just about less than a foot longer than the smaller fish, but over double its weight. Well, the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County is one of the best spots in the entire world for this species. I mean, you can just see from the footage that we've got today, I mean, going down there and seeing a massive aggregation of these groupers, they're here in serious numbers. And what a special attribute for this wonderful fishing capital of the world.
Awesome release! Swam down like a champion.
That Goliath grouper that Robert caught, the biggest one, the gargantuan, is probably right out there in the same spot right now.
What a crazy show. This is Hooked on the Palm Beaches. We'll catch you next week.